Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Lord of the Rings lore. In this entry, let us analyze some of the most durable and fearsome servants of the enemy, the trolls. While it is unknown precisely whence trolls originated from, it is known that they were creations of Morgoth, the first Dark Lord. Treebeard himself speculated that while orcs were first fashioned from twisted and corrupted elves, he stated that trolls were made in mockery of Ents. While it is unlikely that they were crafted directly from Ents, they were likely fashioned in imitation of them, and could sustain incredible amounts of damage before succumbing to wounds. They were dull creatures that could not speak and had limited capacity to function on any capabilities higher than their base requirements. However, they could be commanded by Morgoth's higher-ranking forces, such as Maiar that served him. Gothmog, the Lord of Balrogs, was known to use trolls as his personal vanguard, having been seen with them at his side in multiple battles. Even Durin's Bane, the Balrog that the Fellowship of the Ring encountered in Moria, was flanked by a pair of these creatures. They were first unleashed in the First Age during the Battle of Unnumbered Tears, where they slaughtered the rearguard of men and captured Hurin, though it was said his axe smoked with their blood before he was taken. Varieties of these trolls could not withstand sunlight and would turn to stone if exposed directly to it, necessitating them finding shelter during the day, or being protected by unnatural clouds of smoke and darkness in the sky, a tactic that Sauron would employ for his own forces. During the Second and Third Ages, wild trolls were known to infest the lands known as the Trollshaws, a heavily wooded area east of Rivendell, and the Etten Moors, a land of valleys north of it. These regions held many crevices and nooks to keep them safe from sunlight, and were feared by men because of these beasts. During his war against the Kingdom of Arnor, the Witch King heavily employed trolls, using their might and cruel nature to great effect against the men of Arthedain and Cardolan. But Sauron, true to his nature as being a Maiar spirit of Aule the craftsman, sought to improve the trolls that his master Morgoth had created. As he fashioned the Uruk-hai from orcs, so too did he create the Olog-hai from trolls. You see, Uruk means orc in the Black speech, with Uruk-hai meaning orc folk. Thus, while Olog means troll, Olog-hai are troll folk. And just as the Uruk-hai were physically superior to orcs, so too were these Olog-hai superior to standard trolls. These trolls were far more wicked than their previous counterparts. Sauron had attempted to force the orcs to speak only the Black speech, the language he had devised himself. But due to their constant infighting among their tribes, they would distort the language until they could no longer understand each other, and used the common tongue. The Olog-hai had no such drawback, as they lacked the independent nature of the orcs, and spoke only this language, and could withstand the sun. Indeed, they were so much more clever than standard trolls that many began to believe that they were large orcs instead. These trolls were known to bite the throats of their enemies if given the chance, and this allowed Pippin to slay one during the Battle of the Black Gate, when it leaned down to lock its jaws around Beregond, his friend and another soldier of Gondor. Pippin was trapped beneath its corpse until the battle ended, and Gimli feared that he had been slain until he pulled the squirming hobbit free. The massive battering ram Grond also required multiple trolls to wield it, and when combined with the Witch King's sorcery, was enough to break the gates of Minas Tirith. Trolls were massive creatures, standing at 12 feet tall or more, with scale-like skin and caustic black blood. They were typically issued large, blunt weapons, such as maces or hammers, though they sometimes carried shields as well. They would sometimes establish small treasure hoards of their own, hiding them within their caves. This is how Gandalf, Bilbo, and the dwarves of Thorin's company found the swords Glamdring, Orcrist, and Sting. Gandalf would wield the former sword to the end of the War of the Ring, while Sting would be carried by Bilbo, and later given to Frodo, and would prove incredibly valuable on the quest to destroy the One Ring. The three trolls encountered in The Hobbit behave unlike any trolls seen before or since, and this is attributed to the novel being written by Bilbo in universe, who portrayed events slightly differently to appeal to young hobbits. These trolls are named Tom, Bert, and William, and are fully capable of coherent speech, though they retain their unintelligent nature by arguing over how to prepare the captured dwarves for eating until the sun rises and turns them to stone. This was likely a fanciful version of events, as certainly no trolls would possess human names, and they would not be capable of speaking the common tongue so fluently. It is unknown what became of the trolls after the fall of Sauron. Without a master to marshal them, they likely returned to their wild ways, living out of caves and attacking opportunistically. It is speculated that the Olog-hai may have even relied on his will to sustain them. But what do you think of the trolls of Tolkien's Legendarium? While devastating in combat, their unintelligent nature was their crippling weakness. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, leave a like on this video if you're so inclined, and subscribe to see more. I would like to thank you for watching, and may you all have a weapon in each hand.